بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I'm really concerned, my sisters, about the next generation. I'm really concerned about the future and their akhirah. If we don't hold the steps to save them, that they will be destroyed. And I fear this, and I'm worried about this. They will be burnt in hell and in full of despair in this world. And this is a very serious situation. We all need to think about this and come together to do something about this. You can say I'm sending them to school, they're learning. I'm sending them to an Islamic school. But what exactly they're doing, learning in the school, and what they're doing outside school and at home, you need to see that. Find out yourself. When they come home, what are they doing? Are they rushing to watch the telly? When they wake up in the morning, in their day off, in their holidays, in their weekends, are they waking up with the name of Allah, or they're rushing to turn the telly on to watch some, I don't know, whatever nonsense they're watching, some monkey running around and all those nonsense. You see, every single thing a human being observes through their perception, ability, what they're seeing. They say in the psychology, in human learning, that you have the different ways we learn. Your eyesight, your hearing, even the speech. You observe all the information, the stuff you see, the stuff you hear, at home, outside, in the telly, in the social media. Everything affects human behavior and human psychology. So when our kids, I don't know what they're learning, is this being productive? Is this being helpful for this world and the akhirah? Or is it making them lazy, unproductive, unhappy, and probably destroying their akhirah? So it's not enough saying that we're sending them to school. We have to become the school. There's many scholars, or some scholars, people in the past, scholars mentioned that mothers are the school. If you teach her well, if you train her well, then you will have a good generation to come. So this learning, we need to think about this. We say I'm working to send my school to send my kids to best of school and getting the money to give them convenience and all the luxury, so they don't have to suffer like I suffered, XYZ. In the name of woman liberation and freedom and equality, someone has poisoned our mind that somehow women are slave if they stay at home. Who told you that? Some nutcase made up some funny story and we're just running with it. We don't even check ourselves. Perhaps some story in one they found, and we see a glimpse of it in our life, and we think we are one of them, that we are oppressed. Who told us? Who told us that? If women were oppressed, then you could say our mothers, Aisha, Khadija, were oppressed. Were they oppressed? No. They were liberated, but they decided to stay home. Were they oppressed? Of course not. So how can we say that staying home at moms are oppressed and they're slave? Who said cooking and maintaining the house is slavery? Who said that? Rather, it's an honor for the woman to stay at home. I tell you, the scholars, when they said mothers are madrasa, school, if you train them well, then you have built a good generation. Because when they train well, then they will teach their kids to be good, have a good tarbiyah and good lifestyle. And those will go out to be parent, and they will teach their kids to have good tarbiyah. And those kids will go out to parents once, and they will teach their kids to have good tarbiyah and good lifestyle and good akhirah. So this is how cycle is built of goodness. So training doesn't only mean that you teach kids scriptures like Quran and Hadith and fiqh and zakah and Sawm Ramadan and Hajj and Umrah and all the rest of it. But it also means husn khuluq. It means learning science of sociology and psychology and human behavior, neuroscience. Because every single word you say, you utter, that has an effect on the child. The way you interact, the way you say the word, are you shouting it? Are you stressed out? Are you lying in front of your kids? Because one of my mentors said once that kids don't learn what you say to them, but they learn what you do. So your action will reflect on them. So if you are mother or a father, if you're a mother or a father who likes to wake up early, go to do some exercise, some workout, your kids will learn that, they will do that, they will do that, they will even do that. If you're one of them who wakes up and prays their Fajr and then opens Quran or Hisn Muslim, Dua book, they will also, and you continuously in front of them and behind them, they will pick that up. But if you're one of them who are lying, they will pick that up. If you are cheating, they will pick that up. If you're one of them who goes out in the park in the afternoon to enjoy the fresh air or open a book to read about something, they will pick that up because they will see it in you. That will reflect on them. So we need to train ourselves for the better future. We always say, why is my kids all messed up? But then we don't look at ourselves, because if you want to change children, you're going to change their parents. We as the adults have to change, because they will look at us, the guardians, the adults, and they will learn from us. So it's very important that we don't only learn the scriptures, the Quran and the Hadith. We should also learn the sociology science of it, the psychology, the self-help, the personal development and human behavior. So we know that how to pass on. You see, all those strategies and techniques and methods and interaction mentioned in sociology and psychology and human behavior and personal self-help industry, you will find most of them linked to Siratun Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Always say Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. You will find that in the interaction of Muhammad, peace be upon him, you will find that all those elements in human behavior, the peak performance behavior, you will find in Siratun Nabi. And because of that, Prophet of Allah was able to create a generation of high achievers, the Sahabas. He didn't leave behind technology, but he left behind men, real men and women who are high achievers. If you were and in the name of women, in the Sahabas, they are among teachers like Mother Aisha, but they're also warriors who fought alongside men. So women were not oppressed, rather they were dignified. And when we look at the Sunnah way, so it is important that we try to learn our best, especially our mothers. I'm talking to you, my sisters, my aunt, my mothers, that we should better ourselves. This is specifically to either you're single or newlywed or you have kids who are very young. This is your chance to build yourself up. Women, I think women should learn more Quran than the men, because men will go out to work and women will stay behind, and it's up to you to teach them. Why do you have to send them to evening madrasa? When you yourself become a teacher, you can teach in your own time. You don't know what they're learning. I mean, I'm sorry to say, some of the madrasa are really a joke. They just joke. They're just collecting your money. They're teaching you nothing. I mean, there are more. I've seen some of the kids to go to madrasa and evening madrasa and all the mosque. I mean, they go like they go once, they go inside, come back, and they just talking foul outside. What kind of tarbiyah are they learning? Okay, that's not all of them. Yeah, there are some who are good, so good kids, good children. I'm sure their parents have taught them well. They go, they come back better, but some of them are foul manners. Why are they learning in evening madrasa, so-called evening madrasa? Okay, nothing to take away from the madrasa. I'm not against madrasa. I'm pro madrasa, but I just want people to do their job properly. But I'm saying that let's we take the responsibility, especially our mothers, because mothers are madrasa. Mothers itself is school. If our mothers and our sisters and our aunts, if our women folk learn it well and train well, they will create a better generation to come. And so you have to not only learn Quran and Hadith, you have to learn the human psychology, human behavior, sociology, and how to use your word, the interaction, the parenting, how to give a good tarbiyah. It's very important. We talk about taqwa, we talk about zakah, when hajj time, hajj, those going hajj and umrah and dhul hijjah, but all Ramadan to Ramadan. But it's important we train our sisters and brothers parenting, because parenting is a big issue. We should try to take care of the root cause. We when some of the parents come to the Imam Sahib, like, Imam Sahib, help my kids, he's a teenager, he's not listening to me. But then we don't fix the root problem. It's the parents. Before we had a child, if we trained ourselves well, we would know how to interact with our kids and give them good teaching. So at the end, they don't turn up misguided. Rather they turn out to be good people, good human being for this world, for the humanity, a benefit and beneficial in the akhirah. They will have a good akhirah in the hereafter. So I'm saying to our mothers that I'm really worried about our next generation. So I'm telling you that try to fix your perspective, your priority, because man and woman are created different, and there are things man can do which women can't, and there are things women can do which men can never do. Everybody's got their own strength, own responsibility, and own role, which we need to consider. And it's not in the name of equality. You should not turn away. You should try to understand. You should try to understand your responsibility. Women can only give birth. Men cannot give birth. It doesn't matter how much they try. Okay, even do the surgery, they won't be able to give a birth. Similarly, there is no woman prophet. There's only man prophet. So everyone's got their own responsibility. And no one is telling you to be oppressed. Rather, you are doing service to humanity and to Allah. Remember, you and I were created to worship Allah, Almighty God, the Almighty Lord, the only one Allah. And your responsibility is given to give good tarbiyah to kids. Man has their responsibility as well. So do the woman. Because the man, when they're out, they see the woman more. So from young age. See the human brain, the child is developing from young age. Whatever you're feeding her, she's taking it in from young age. If you study the human brain, you will see, you come across this. So it's very important that from the young age, you don't busy them from watching nonsense, because you want to cook, you want to do this, and you want to be with your friends talking on the WhatsApp and on the Facebook and on the Instagram. You just put on some random stuff on YouTube in the television, and you let the kid watch, and while you just want to have sanity. Why do you think it's a stress work? Think it's a loving work. The love is not about candle and roses, but love is even when she's crying, your kid is crying, you're taking care of. That's love. That's mercy, compassion. When she is screaming and shouting, that you show love by calming her down and putting her to ease. That's love and mercy. You should enjoy every single moment. Enjoy the moment. Even like one of the proverbs is saying that, cut the woods, take it to home, and every step be calm. Meaning every single thing you're doing is calm and peaceful and is loving. You're cooking, you're feeding the kids, you bathing her, and when she's crying, you're stressed out, but you still calm down, and you learn to calm herself as well. This is love in every situation. Enjoy the situation. See, women folk stressed out and they shout because they're stressed out, and because all those noises they're hearing, and there's a way to calm yourself down. Why is it that adhkar is not calming you down? Why is the Quran is not coming? Why is Salah, you're praying when you are healthy, you are praying your Salah. So why isn't Salah coming down? Because you're not learning your Salah properly. Inshallah, if Allah gives tawfiqs, we will find a way to teach the Salah the Sunnah way, and so we can connect with the Salah and feel serenity and peace at the end of it and while you're doing the Salah. But Salah should make you calm and give that calmness outside Salah. The fruit you're receiving in Salah should be apparent outside Salah, and be at ease with the creation of Allah, and at peace and pleased. So this is my advice to our women folk, to our sisters, that let's learn the Quran and the Sunnah and the Siratul Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and the human psychology and the human brain and parenting and human behavior and children upbringing, and let's create a generation of a better generation, a high achiever and excellence, and so they can live up to this, bring glory to the ummah, to the nation, to the whole world, to benefit to the whole world, not harm. This specifically to the single, our sisters or single, and who just newlywed or just they got young kids. And if your kids are grown up now and they probably started working or they're married off, now you probably have got free time. So if perhaps you want to be more active, alhamdulillah, you can be, you got all the time you need. Perhaps you want to volunteer at your local charity shop or mosque or da'wah in Allah or teaching, or perhaps you were a doctor before, you took the few years off to bring up the kids. Now you got the times. Perhaps you do extra courses to get back the certificate and go back to work and do service to humanity. That's up to you. You know, you have all the freedom. And as long as you're maintaining your house, alhamdulillah. Or perhaps you might wish to just chill and have afternoon nap and have your kisari chai at the end. Or perhaps you want to be like our mothers was, Aisha radiallahu anha, who were teaching the sunnah and busying herself with worship with the Quran. Perhaps you want to be our mother Aisha radiallahu anha and busy yourself with the Quran. It is your choice. But let us all build ourselves, brothers and sisters, specifically sisters, build ourselves, because I'm worried about them, worried about the next generation and ourselves. Let us build us as a high achievers, real mu'min al-muwahidun, and high achievers, muhsinun, people of excellence, with our knowledge and learning, and implement that. I'm saying that to myself, and I'm saying it to all of you, that let us build together a better generation to come and follow up and follow up and follow up. Bi-idhnillah. Tayyib, I say what I say. Anything good is from Allah. Anything incorrect or mistake is from me. If you like it, share it with others. If you don't like it, don't give hate comment. Just make dua that I do a better job next time. Allah forgive me and Allah guide me. Allah guide us all. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا شر ما قضيت فإنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك إنه لا يذل من واليت ولا يعز من عاديت تباركت ربنا وتعاليت. وجزاكم الله خيرا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. سبحان الله بحمده سبحانك الله وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.